Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. I hope everything in your world is fantastic and fabulous and wonderful and perfect and everything is just great. Everything's good here. The allergies have subsided. I guess I'm acclimated to West Virginia. Oh, packing peanuts. Great. Today I wanted to share another bit of my Gen Con experience with you. And if you're not aware, first of all, last week I was at Gen Con, and I asked you before I went what I should do while I was there. So I had a couple ideas. One of them was to do the video that we did yesterday where I introduced you to a unknown game, and the second one was today's video, and that is you asked me to introduce you to my friends, my publisher and designers and industry friends. So that's what we're going to do. That's not what this is. This is one more game to add to the pile that didn't make it home with me because it ended up in a friend's bag somehow. I don't know how. I bought this on Sunday. I paid money for this now. Not everything is free. In fact, Truck Off, which I showed you yesterday, I paid for. I paid cash for that. Because I really liked the game. And the guy's sales pitch was awesome. Adam's sales pitch was... Dang it! Okay, so this is Wordsy from Gilhova, Formal Ferret Games, a word game that's really awesome. So it ended up in a friend's bag, and that friend decided to mail it to me, so thank you, friend. I appreciate you for taking care of me and getting me the game, considering it's one of the two games I purchased. Anyway, so... Speaking of friends, that's what today's episode is about. It's about all of my publisher and designer friends and media personalities that I talk to and hang out with and like to spend time with at conventions. Yeah, just roll footage. It's Saturday and we're headed to the show. Should be a fun day, but we'll see.
Hey, how are you?
How's the show been?
It's been good.
What's your biggest surprise?
Biggest surprise? Actually seeing the Star Wars miniatures game live.
I know, right?
The terrain they made for it is pretty awesome.
Biggest disappointment?
Okay, I won't say it on camera.
Chaz?
Yes.
Biggest surprise of the show?
The biggest surprise of the show? This question right now. I was totally not expecting
Biggest disappointment?
The answer to this question right now, I would have to say.
Perfect, thank you so much. Biggest surprise of the show?
Biggest surprise of the show?
What's up?
That one. No.
Fireball Island.
Yes, that could be the biggest surprise of the show.
Biggest disappointment?
Biggest disappointment? That Viral and Sheriff Merryman only sold out in 6 hours instead of 2 hours.
Biggest surprise of the show?
Biggest surprise of the show. Actually, I haven't even played it yet.
Biggest disappointment of the show?
Chevy catching me on camera.
Yes, I win.
Oh no, not Chevy.
Biggest surprise of the show?
You're pregnant.
Yes. Biggest disappointment? You're not the father?
Yeah, I'm not the father.
Okay, great. Good to know.
I found out Ignacy's Polish?
Yeah, you
He
didn't.
was just had a cold.
Right, yeah, he
Oklahoma.
sneezes a lot, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Midwestern
You want
accent.
me to do my Ignacy impersonation?
Yes,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Hello, I'm Ignacy Krivotic. He doesn't move his mouth when he talks. He's like a ventriloquist.
Biggest surprise of the show?
Biggest surprise of the show is Fireball Island announcement.
Right?
Yeah.
Biggest disappointment?
Biggest disappointment, the overhead announcements.
Oh, God, that guy.
30 seconds.
I thought it was supposed to be every hour.
They changed.
Yesterday was like 6 times in 1 hour.
I mean, it's like, yeah, so let me tell you about...
Is that a good, did you just have a,
Yeah, except that...
did I just trigger you?
Yes.
This is so meta right now. This is the most meta thing you've ever seen. I'm showing you BGG pictures before they're on BGG. Mr. Vassal, biggest surprise of the show?
The shotgun from Plaid Hat Games. Amazing looking.
Yes. Biggest disappointment?
No comment. No comment.
What a cheap answer. What are you laughing at? What was your biggest disappointment?
No, he knows what mine is. That's why he's laughing.
Biggest disappointment that I can't say I'm sold out of Terraform Mars Hell's Hallucination, but I brought a lot of it, so we will sell out by the end of the show.
Biggest surprise? Same.
His biggest disappointment is my biggest surprise.
Excellent. Biggest surprise?
How good Banacor looked in bike shorts.
I don't know that image in my head.
You should have been at the event.
This is the food truck. A destination eatery. All right, best surprise of the show.
Best surprise of the show, sailing on a Spirit Island. That was amazing.
Biggest disappointment?
Not having a Spirit Island.
Tell me something about Kama Sutra.
All right, so Kama Sutra is a party game designed by legendary designer Bruno Faiduti with beautiful art from legendary board game artist David Couchard. It is a party game for 4 or more players. What you're going to do is you're going to draw a card. It's going to give you a position to get into. Each team is going to get into that position. Then you're going to take a balloon. You're going to put that balloon in your contact zone. It is then a race to be the first team to pop that balloon. Pop that balloon, you get a point. End of the game, most points wins.
Biggest surprise of the show, I became a great-grandfather.
Nice. And biggest disappointment?
I became a great-grandfather.
Biggest surprise of the show. I would have to say playing The Way of the Panda.
Biggest disappointment?
Haven't seen one yet.
Biggest what?
Biggest surprise? You haven't been out of your room?
No.
Biggest disappointment? You haven't been out of your room?
He doesn't know. Probably Gen Con itself. It's just awful. I mean, there's nobody here. Nobody's happy.
Yeah.
There's nothing to buy. It's just a bit rubbish, really. Should have stayed at home.
Should have gone to UK Games Expo?
Oh, UK Games Expo is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
I hope that was fun. I hope that's what you were looking for. I had a blast just kind of traveling around on Saturday with the camera and just stopping at most booths that I could think to stop at and getting some questions in. So it was fun. It was actually really entertaining. There was a whole lot more friends that I did not record, either because when I ran into them I didn't have the camera, or this was like all kind of done pre-show rush and some during the show, but it was all done just kind of hastily because I was trying to get it out, and there you are. But it's what you asked for. It's hopefully entertaining in some capacity. And yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who made my Gen Con super special, all my friends, including Gil. I wish I could have got Gil's answers to the questions. And Jeff, who sent me the game, I wish I could have got your answers. But you know what? I do what I can. That's all you can do, right? You just go through every day doing what you can do. So being that this is Friday, being that I typically try to showcase you, my friends, on the Fridays, I thought this was a fitting end to my Gen Con adventure last week and the end of this week. As additionally, in case you weren't aware, this is episode 365. Now, I don't do weekend shows, so this is over a year, more than a year. But if you were to watch one episode a day, it would now take you a full year to watch every episode of The Daily Shed. And that's special to me. That's super awesome. And it's because of people like you. It's people who come back, people who continue to watch the show and continue to participate and continue to make my life special and continue to tell me that I make their lives special. I don't know why, but thank you. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you. And, well, I'm going to end on one of the cutest tributes I've ever seen. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being my super friends. I will be online at some point tomorrow doing a live stream. We have soccer in the morning. I don't know what time the live stream will be, but look for me tomorrow afternoon. And if you're not there, I'll see you Monday.
Who is that?
Chevee.
Who is it?
Chevee.
Henry, look at me.
Chevee.
Who is it?
Chevee.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from SpanglerCandy.com. How did the Dum Dum get its name? Dum Dums were originated by Akron Candy Company in Bellevue, Ohio in 1924. I.C. Bear, the earliest sales manager of the company, named the ball-shaped candy on a stick and figured Dum Dums was a word any child could say. If you don't know what a Dum Dum is, it's the little round suckers. I find it interesting that Akron Candy Company is in Bellevue, Ohio. Like, is that close to Akron, Ohio?